Hello all, this is Buddy Craig. Again, tonight I'm going to pull out my distributor and rebuild it and put it back in and reset the ignition timing. So I'm going to show you how I do it. I'm not going to say it's the best way, the only way, I'm just going to say it's my way. So, first I start by taking spark plug wires off. There's the coil wire. This is the number 3 spark plug wire. I'm going to set it off way over off to this side because it goes the farthest point on the distributor. This is number 1. And I'm going to set it kind of in the middle. And then this is number 5, and I'm going to set it way over there. I'm going to leave the other ones on. Now there are 2 screws on the distributor cap, and they've got, usually they have a number 1 Phillips head built into them, but I can never, those are usually boogered up, stripped out. I don't have any luck with using a Phillips screwdriver, so they normally have a 7/32 head on them. It's probably really 5.5 millimeter, but I don't have one of those anymore, so I use my 7/32, and that has worked out just fine for me. God, those are really long screws. There's 2 plugs that plug into the ignition module. Alright. Down in there, well, okay, before we do this, before we go any farther, I take a Sharpie and I mark where the rotor is pointing. Okay, so the rotor is pointing just about here on the ignition, or on my intake manifold. And then it's pointing just about there on compared to the base of the distributor. So, when I set my distributor back in there, I want to have my rotor pointing towards that mark that I made on my ignition or on my intake manifold. And then when I'll turn my distributor to where the mark is lining up with where the rotor is pointing, and that should have my timing close enough for me to start the car, and then I'll set the final timing by using the timing light on the harmonic valve. Now that I got those marks made for reference to when I put it back together, I've got a 15 millimeter socket on a swivel, a really long extension. And I can't get to it from there. Okay, I dropped that. Oh, and now it's gone. Alright, hold on. I think this might be too much of an angle if I can try it. And I'm going to try it. I can get a little bit better of an angle if I go between the coolant pipes, but I'm going to try underneath the coolant pipes. And it doesn't like it. shield up so I can have more room. This screw in the back I take all the way out, and I lift it out with my fingers. Then this one in the front, I take it out, and I keep it in the hole on the heat shield, because it's hard to get to. There. Now I can play ball. You don't have to get that bolt all the way out. On my leg. But I'm going to. Woo! Car's hot. I just got done driving. Hot, 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 hot. Woo! 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 Okay. Now in theory I should just be able to lift straight up on my distributor. Sometimes that doesn't happen. Notice how the rotor rotated counterclockwise. Instead of pointing over here, the rotor turned. Remember that when we put the distributor back in, because we want to start with the rotor pointing over here, and as we slide it back down in place, it's going to turn back to where it was. What am I hanging up? Oh, hanging up on top. Okay, there's my old distributor. Hot, hot, hot. Whew. And we'll be right back.